is Siobhan Finnerty, and I recently graduated from the University of Chicago. This presentation is adapted from research I conducted as part of my master's thesis. The developing world is attempting to solve a critical problem, access to electricity. However, in sub-Saharan Africa, the problem is twofold. Even if people had access to electricity, there's not enough to go around. Many of the legacy power systems of sub-Saharan Africa today struggle to meet demand, causing frequent blackouts and high energy prices even for those currently connected to the grid. In order to raise the supply of electricity to meet demand, there's a need to construct new facilities for electricity generation. However, climate change is a complicating factor in all of this. Due to international efforts to curb greenhouse gas emissions, financing new projects that rely on fossil fuels is no longer in vogue. Rather than fossil fuels, renewable and climate-friendly solutions have become the standard for future energy investment around the world. The two truest renewable energy sources, solar and wind power, have their own issues of intermittency and energy storage, but have attracted considerable investment around the world. However, they are also unfortunately limited in their generation capacity by the large amounts of land which they require to generate 1 megawatt of energy. The other large-scale climate-friendly electricity generation source is hydropower, converting the potential energy of water housed in a dam, river, or reservoir into electricity by forcing it through hydroelectric turbines. In sub-Saharan Africa, investors have for many years favored large-scale hydropower projects, as they have the highest generation capacity of renewable sources, and most of the world's untapped hydropower capacity is in sub-Saharan Africa. Though hydro is more efficient as a power source than wind or solar, it also has flaws. It's destructive to the physical environment, and it's not actually renewable. Once a dam is built along a river, that dam has a finite lifespan of productivity after which it cannot generate electricity efficiently. The dam must be decommissioned, but the same site can never be dammed again. Similarly, the swelling of a dam's resulting reservoir floods vast areas, causing debris to build up behind its headwall. This debris emits methane as it decomposes, which is another greenhouse gas contributing to climate change. In addition to its environmental impacts, the construction of a large-scale hydro project can also have massive social effects on the local communities. This can be either by direct physical displacement, where individuals are forced to leave their homes due to floodwaters and then resettle elsewhere, or by indirect economic displacement, wherein individuals lose their livelihoods as a result of changes in their local landscape. The losses of those communities affected by electricity development have often been overshadowed by the benefits of increased electricity supply for those who live elsewhere. A case study of the TEKEZE hydroelectric dam's construction illustrates the losses endured by these local community members. The TEKEZE hydropower project is located on the TEKEZE River between Amhara and Tigray in northwestern Ethiopia. 15 village settlements were affected by the creation of this dam, which was an Ethiopian electric power company initiative to ensure sustainable energy and provide flood maintenance and irrigation to the region. Prior to the dam's construction, village society was organized by the cattle economy, a local economic and social organization system which relied heavily on the availability of suitable terrain and fertile land along the TEKEZE River to raise cattle. When this land was flooded to create the reservoir behind the dam, all that was left was unsuitable for cattle raising. The plight of so-called cattlelessness, which emerged as a result, destroyed the economic and social organization of the village. Stiff competition for limited resources within villages caused tension, while economic displacement led to relocation in other villages of Amhara or Tigray and caused social friction with the locals there. To add insult to injury, the locals of TEKEZE generally remain out of reach of the national power grid and don't benefit from the electricity their dam generates. Recognizing both the positive and negative social impacts of large-scale infrastructure development, like hydroelectric dams, is crucial in studying the human side of sustainability for these projects. Translating these insights and involving local communities in planning for future development will determine their success and the future of regional development initiatives overall. Earnest inquiry has not been done on the negative impacts of infrastructure projects that are meant to help communities. Plenty of research and inquiry has been done on the impacts of development projects pursued by extractive industries, such as mining, but the same critical lens has not been applied to well-intentioned infrastructure projects. Ethicists, including Drydick and Pence, have been grappling with this question of development-induced displacement and its ethical dimension for years. How can future development balance the sacrifices of those who must lose out on their homes or livelihoods with the improved services that development can bring to many others living far away? As we continue to fund regional economic development initiatives, we must also recognize and critically analyze their negative impacts. These are often magnified in local communities surrounding projects and deserve equal consideration during project planning.